When I turned 60, something really changed because movement patterns like walking on all fours and crawling, it suddenly became really hard. And so now I make a real effort to reconnect with the ground. I do it regularly, I do it every week. And here's why I think that matters. Now, it's not like there was one big dramatic event in my life that set me back, like a big injury or something. It's just something you notice over time. But it was really these crawling patterns that I noticed a difference, because these are things I used to do regularly in my Toronto gym. I ran 6 classes a day there, so I got a lot of practice, and they used to feel graceful, fairly effortless. Now I have to give them a bit of thought. In my experience, I've seen this happen to a lot of people that have come through the doors of my gym. They stop doing things. And it's not because they made a conscious decision to stop doing things. It's just because it's easier. I mean, we spend our lives either standing or seated. We rarely get down on the floor because you don't have to. Why bother? But what you don't do, you'll lose. So I train these movements really for the same reason I tell my clients. It's not so much for performance. It's not because they look cool, probably the opposite. It's because literally the day you can't pick your own ass up off of the floor is the day your world gets a whole lot smaller. And I don't want that day to come early.
This is the bear crawl. Hands and feet are on the ground, your hands right under your shoulders and your knees right under your hips. Small steps, moving one hand and the opposite foot together, staying low. Your knees stay close to the ground and your back should be flat. This involves almost every major muscle group and is a great metabolic conditioner as well. If that's a little much right now, try just putting your knees on the floor, like crawling on your hands and knees. That helps you work on the pattern. Opposite hand and opposite knee move together. That cross patterning is what keeps you from swaying from side to side. And once that feels solid, you just work towards lifting the knees just a little bit off the ground. Same flat back, same control. Now this is the same idea, just the opposite direction. The chest is now to the ceiling. The crab walk works the backside, your shoulders, your hips, and your posterior chain. Again, if the full version's too much, just keep the hips low to start. You're still building the pattern, just without the extra load. There are lots of ways to play with these movements. Alligator crawls, lizard crawls, even an army crawl. You don't even need a lot of space to get the benefits. You can hold a position, lift one hand, then the opposite foot, switch sides. If you want a bit of movement, just take 4 steps forward, 4 steps back. Same with this, a flow you can do in one spot. Small footprint, same demand on the body. Of course, if we're spending time on the ground, we have to get back up again. Now, the simplest version is really any way, anyhow. Down, roll onto your side, hands to kneeling, up through a squat, to standing. From there, you can work into a shin box. This one's borrowed from martial arts and self-defense. You go down and you get back up ready, hands up the whole way. It takes good mobility and real coordination to do this cleanly, but it's a valuable move. And if you want to load it, Here's a weighted no hands get up. The kettlebells stay in the rack position at the shoulders the entire way up and down. But here's the thing, this isn't just gym work. Here we have the same pattern, just doing something useful. Down to fill the can, up without using my hands, carry it where it needs to go.
All of these exercises can be scaled. None of them are particularly complicated. That's not really the point. The point is to do them consistently every week. So this week, pick one exercise, one technique, and get down on the floor, reconnect with the ground, give it a try.
If you've got a movement you like, drop it in the comments. And if this kind of content is useful to you, stick around. I've got more coming.